Salam alaikum, friends. I am here in Egypt still, and we are now in Abu Simbel. So we have driven about 4 hours south of Aswan. We're on Lake Nasser, which is where they've dammed the Nile, and that's really the source of water for Egypt throughout the year. They made this dam back in the 1970s, but before that, there was just the Nile and a beautiful temple on the Nile. When they decided to flood the Nile and make a dam, they had to move the temple. And so we're here today at the temple of Abu Simbel, and my friend Hoda, as always, is here to tell you about it much better than I can. Let's go. Yalla.
Hey, welcome to the temple of Ramses II at the city of Abu Simbel, one of the great temples of ancient Egypt. The temple is over 3,000 years old. The temple is magnificent, and it's going to be very popular tonight, as so many people, so many travelers coming from Aswan, from Luxor, from all different parts of the country to visit the temple. Tomorrow morning, by the sunrise, the sun is going to penetrate the entrance of the temple to come on the face of Ramses II. We have this event happening every year on the 22nd of October, 22nd of November. We believe that this may have been the birthday of King Ramses II, one of the kings who ruled for the longest period. He ruled for 67 years. He was very famous, great warrior. He left so many beautiful places and beautiful monuments behind him. The temple is very famous also because the whole temple was relocated as a result of building the high dam and the creation of Lake Nasser. The temple of Ramses, the temple of his wife, beloved wife, Queen Nefertari, was dismantled into pieces and it was relocated. The temple is now 64 meters higher than its original place and about 220 meters to the southern side of its original place. The temple is magnificent and it's decorated with, the entrance is decorated by 4 seated statues for Ramses II. Each one of them is nearly 20 meters in height. Let's talk about the Hittites. Most of the scenes that we see inside the temple and even outside the temple, it's commemorating the wars that Ramses II led. Ramses II fought so many nations. He fought the Nubians, he fought the Hittites, he fought the sea people, and he recorded everything regarding to his wars on the walls of his temple, and that was some sort of political publicity to show off his power. On the pedestal of his statue, as we can see here, we see the enemies, all the different enemies that he was able to defeat with their hands tied behind their bodies, and ropes are surrounding them too. To both sides of the throne, we see the god of the Nile, Habi, and he is holding both the lotus and the papyrus flower, the sign of Upper Egypt, the sign of Lower Egypt. Again, that's another message that the king was sending to his people, that I'm able to rule both kingdoms of Upper and Lower Egypt. Ramses II fought the Hittites several times. He claimed that he was able to defeat them. The Hittites also, they claimed that they were able to defeat the Egyptians. We don't know exactly what happened, but we are sure that this war between the Hittites and Ramses II ended up with the first peace treaty in the world, when Ramses II got married to the daughter of the king of the Hittites. So it seems that both sides were really quite strong, Egyptians and the Hittites, and there was no way to end the war but to have this sort of political marriage. Some more enemies that we can see them to the other side. So the Hittites to the left side, and to the right hand side we can see different enemies. We can see the Nubian enemies here with their big features and dark skin and curly hair too. So that was like the job of the or the function of the temples in ancient Egypt. It wasn't just a place for worship. It was like a political place. It was like the parliament. It's the place where kings would show off their power to their people. The temple was forgotten. It was abandoned from antiquities up till 1813, when it was totally discovered by accident when Swiss British traveler was sailing down the river, and by accident he discovered it. He didn't find enough funds to come and explore the temple. The temple was totally covered with sand, and the sand used to cover the statues up to the grounds. Each one of the statues is nearly 20 meters in height. They are representing King Ramses II sitting on his chair, wearing the double crown of Upper and Lower Egypt with his beautiful false beard. He's here on the east bank of the Nile, on the west bank of the Nile, and he's facing the east. So every morning when the sun rises, it will come on the face of Ramses II. We have 4 seated statues. The third one to this side was destroyed, and it was destroyed because of an ancient earthquake. Ancient Egyptians couldn't do anything about it, so they left the fallen part of his third statue on the ground as it used to be.
Hoda and I hope that you have enjoyed this video about Ramses II and his tomb down here in Abu Simbel. I think Hoda's a pretty good guide, don't you think? So many more stories like that. So if you're interested in traveling with us, go to adventureswithsarah.net and you can find out about our custom-made private tours and also our small group tours.
Looking forward to see you.
Yalla!